What do you mean, Gene?
Patricia smacked the table and began to argue with him.
Isn't everything I'm doing for my daughter? She's such an outstanding person. She's being dragged down by that good-for-nothing Chase. And that ever since he was born, he's been a loser. Since when did he ever do anything right? If this goes on, Celia will collapse from the burden.
Gene couldn't stand Patricia's explosive temper. He picked up the newspaper and said, Whatever, as long as you're happy, right? She snorted and rolled her eyes, then went back for looking for a matchmaker on the internet. It was at this time that the doorbell at the Sampson family gate rang. Patricia put down her phone and opened the door. She didn't expect to see Chase and Celia standing at the entrance. Both of them were holding gifts. This time, they were here to negotiate. Last time, Celia thought that since they were family, there was no need to cause a scene. She persuaded Chase to apologize to Patricia, so he agreed. However, when Patricia opened the door and saw him, she immediately flew into a rage.
You still dare to come over? What do you want, a free meal? You wreaked havoc the other day, and now you're bothering me again today. Get lost.
She snatched the gift from his hands and threw it aside, at the same time shouting at him loudly.
Our family doesn't have a son-in-law like you. Get as far away as you can from us. You can't enter our doors. You hear me, you good-for-nothing?
Chase sighed. He lowered his head and said to her, Patricia, I'm sorry. I was wrong and I'm here to apologize to you. Please forgive me this time.
Scram!
Patricia still said,
Don't think you can get off the hook that easily.
Seeing her attitude, Celia picked up the gift she bought and led Chase directly into the living room. She attempted. Mom, don't be so angry. He apologized. He knows he was wrong. We just came here today to talk to you.
Talk? What's there to talk about?
Patricia turned around, saw Chase sitting on the sofa, and she became even angrier.
I get angry just by looking at this good-for-nothing. Oh, you're still here. There's nothing to talk about. I don't know this person.
Mom, calm down, Celia continued. We made a trip here specifically to make amends. Her mother crossed her arms and said unhappily,
No need to apologize. I don't accept it. And there's no more room for discussion on this matter. Your father and I have already discussed this. There is one option. Divorce. Or we will no longer consider you part of the Sampson family. If you two get divorced, your father and I can give Chase $100,000 and cover a year of living expenses. And then he will have nothing to do with the Sampson family ever.
This offer was incredibly generous. She sincerely hoped that Chase would agree. He didn't say anything. In the past, he'd feel uncomfortable whenever he heard Patricia scolding him. However, since he was here to negotiate, he might as well play his ace now. Without any hesitation, he took out his debit card and slapped it on the table. Seeing this, Patricia was shocked. This piece of trash was going to give her money. She glanced at him and thought,
Does this trash even have money? Is he giving me an empty card as a bluff? What does this mean?
She asked. There's $50,000 on that card. Chase had prepared it a long time ago. Although it's not much, it's all the savings that I've accumulated over the years. Patricia, this card is my gift to you.
Ha!
Patricia exclaimed. This was truly an unprecedented event. Chase actually had money. But after some thought, something felt wrong.
You can really just give away $50,000? You don't even have any money for your daughter's operation. Do you really expect me to believe that you have the money?
Patricia, he said calmly, if you don't believe me, you can go to the bank and check the balance yourself. Why would I lie to you, huh? I know we've had our misunderstandings before, but I will change your mind about me. He had come to talk with more complete sincerity. Celia also spoke up, taking his side. Mom, you have to believe that he can change your mind. I've checked the card and it's legitimate. It's Chase's gesture of goodwill. Patricia narrowed her eyes. In the end, she had no reason to refuse free money. After taking the debit card and looking at it, she asked,
It's about time you've paid us back. Think about how much you've eaten at the Sampson house over the past few years. This money should have been taken out a long time ago.
Yes, Chase nodded. I will repay you in the future. I didn't do enough for the family in the past, but I hope you can forgive me and move on. She snorted. Her impression of him hadn't changed at all. He had proven himself worthless too many times. One nice gesture wouldn't undo that. The room's atmosphere became awkward. Celia and Chase saw her accept the card, and then they said goodbye and went out. When the two of them left, Patricia took out the card that she'd received. She wanted to see that if Chase, that good-for-nothing, could really hand out $50,000. No matter how much she promised, it couldn't be true. She had to personally verify this matter before she believed it. She went to the nearest bank. At the same time, Chase and Celia were shopping in the mall. Actually, even Celia didn't think that her husband would suddenly take $50,000 out of his account, even if he had it. Last time in front of the hotel regent, he'd taken out a debit card and said that there were $200,000 on it. Now he was saying that he had given Patricia a debit card with $50,000. She finally confronted him in the food court. Celia leaned her shoulder against him and asked quietly, "Tell me the truth. How much money have you hidden behind my back? Last time you took out $200,000 and now you're taking another $50,000. Do you have a stash I don't know about?" "Not exactly," Chase gave in and said. "I opened that account years ago, just out of college. I'd forgotten about it until recently, and it was just there accumulating interest." He took out another card to pay for a cup of coffee. However, Chase noticed something that was wrong when he took out the card. The card he was holding was the one he intended to give Patricia. That meant he had given her his regular credit card. He had accidentally given his mother-in-law $250 million.
Wait, that's not the end. You've just had a free taste. Now get the full story on the Pocket FM app, link in description. Check out our next video and playlist, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.